Welcome back to the Garden with Joe and Holly radio show. Thank you so much for being part of the program today. If you missed any of the coupon codes, you can certainly find them at our parent website, the WisconsinVegetableGardener.com, underneath the Money tab at the top of the page, just like our good friends at Honeybee Healthy, offering a coupon code to help bees in your area.
Since 2000, Honeybee Healthy Inc. has helped beekeepers maintain healthy and thriving hives. Attracting pollinators to your garden this year is as simple as hanging a hummingbird feeder with a mixture of sugar water and Honeybee Healthy Original. Don't be alarmed to see birds, bees, and butterflies dining together at the feeder. Pollinators coexist peacefully. Honeybee Healthy Inc. is offering a 10% discount on an 8-ounce bottle of Honeybee Healthy Original to this show's listeners. Enter discount code BGarden at checkout. For more information, mixing instructions, and more, visit honeybeehealthy.com. You know what might be at farmers markets?
What is that?
Bees.
Bees, honey?
Yeah, honey.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
farmers markets.
Farmers markets. Some of you may go every week. Some of you may have only gone a couple of times. Maybe you've never gone at all. And you hear about it. You see it on your social media platform. You see signs. You just drive on by. Maybe you go and you just are unaware of some of the information that we're going to provide you.
Absolutely. So if you're like, I didn't even know if there was a farmer's market near me, you can go to your good old search engine on your mobile device or electronic device and type in farmer's market and put your zip code or your city or your municipality, and it'll tell you. And sometimes it'll tell you a number of farmers markets, because if you put your zip code, it'll clue you into ones that are in the area. Maybe you were going for a nice morning walk and happened upon a farmer's market, but they're easy to find usually. And a lot of times people are like, oh, that's on the weekend. I'm busy on the weekends. One of our farmers markets is on Thursdays, and I think there's another one on Wednesdays. So it's not technically always on the weekend, and you can find them pretty easily. So just keep that in mind. One thing I always want to recommend for people is to bring your own bags or boxes. These farmers, if they are using bags, they're paying for them. And so this will encourage you to hopefully keep, prices down if they don't have to purchase bags to give out. I know that seems like pennies on the dollar, but it can save money over time. And if you have reusable bags, like most of us have at this point in our lives, bring them. That's smart to do. What else we got, Joey? It's more than just vegetables at a farmer's market. It is. So you might think, I grow pretty much what I need. But sometimes there's things like I discovered ground cherries. I didn't really know much about ground cherries. I didn't know what I thought they were. And then I went to the farmer's market, and this nice farmer person was like, hey, you should try this. And she let me sample a ground cherry. And I was like, this is delicious. And I found out about ground cherries. But you can also try different things. Maybe there's different looking carrots than what you're used to, or who knows what. And then you can also find out if they take EBT. If you are somebody who utilizes EBT, a lot of these farmers markets will take the EBT, and then they will double your money in a way where they'll give you like farmers market bucks. This is not for all of them, but it is an option. And that way you can kind of stretch your EBT dollars further.
Shop around.
Yeah.
Not everything is, there is certain parameters in which a farmers market association or the group that puts on, or the town and municipality, that you can't sell an apple for, $97. If you do, you're not selling any apples. But, everybody's got beets, and everybody's got green beans, and everybody's got tomatoes, and they're all within, a certain area of $1.25 to $1.75. Now, the $1.75, there might be additional value to that $1.75. So it's just like a yard sale. You walk around, you look at everything, and then you go back and kind of go, okay, I want that at that stand. I want that at that stand. Maybe that one over there. Now, the only thing different about a farmer's market and a yard sale is they're probably still going to have the tomatoes the next round you make. If there's that special book or that CD or that DVD you want a yard sale, you better grab it as you're going around, because you can always put it back on the table.
It's true. It's true. I scored a craft thing at what's it called? Rummage sale. See, I'm from Southern Illinois, so we always call them yard sales. You're rummage. I call them
rummage sales.
Is that what I call them?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, so
You can always put it down. You
always
just
put it
can't
down.
fight the
But
person that
leaving,
took it
I
up.
remember I was leaving. I don't know if it was a craft thing, but anyway, I was leaving a rummage sale, and somebody was like, "Oh, I was going to pick that up," and I was the one who got it.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, definitely don't put it back down.
But farmers markets are a little different because they have more than one tomato and one pepper. Speaking of that, if you are not really particular about, hey, I need 8 pounds of this and 2 pounds of that, and the farmers market closes at 7 o'clock at night, go about 6:15, 6:30. Start walking because these farmers have harvested this product in order to sell today. They are not wanting to take it back home because they're probably going to have to hold on to it and use it themselves or give it away because it's not going to be, that ripe tomato is not going to be any good 7 days from now or tomorrow or next in 2 days when they go to a different farmer's market. So my point is 6:30, they're closing at 7. Hey, I see you got them for $1.50 a pound. Would you take them for $1? I'll take all you got for $1. Negotiate. They're wanting to go home empty-handed. They'll take a little loss, but they don't want to take that stuff home.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. They do not want to take that stuff home. So that is,
and that's part of the buying in bulk too. You may not need. Here, I went to a farmer's market one time, and they had, what did they have? It was sweet corn, but they called it table corn, or they had some kind of name for it.
I think they called it table
corn, and it was in like one of the printer paper boxes. You get like 12 reams, the big box. So I said, "What is table corn?" And he said, "It's just sweet corn. We've just got too much of it." And I bought 27 ears for $6. I bought the whole box.
You have to set a table when you eat it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
No campfire, no backyard. It's got to be at a table, or it's a violation of some kind of food code. But that's the thing. Obviously, don't buy 32 pounds of tomatoes if you only need 3. If you're going to utilize this in a canning means, or in that instance with the sweet corn doesn't go bad that quickly. And if you've got a family that goes through 8 or 10 ears at a setting, you can burn through 27 ears in a couple of meals, and it's a great treat, whether you boil it, bake it, or grill it,
steam it, whatever you got. Yeah. So talk to the farmers,
and the source.
You can, if you're like, maybe you are unsure about something. You're like, what the heck is this and how do I prepare it? These farmers are going to know. Typically, they're going to possibly have resources. They're going to say, this is my favorite way. You start talking to that farmer. Betty in the corner looking at the beets might be like, you know what? I like to cook this way. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden you're having a conversation. So it's fun. You
don't have to be friends with Betty. She's just going to provide you with some very valuable information that you can, life nugget.
Life nugget
of knowledge.
Is that what we're calling these now?
Well, we can call it, yeah. Okay. Betty has a life nugget of knowledge that she's going to pass on to you, and you go home with it, and there you go. You've got something that you can't find anywhere else.
One time I was taking pictures at the farmer's market because I wanted the colorful, pretty vegetables. Uh-huh. And then the farmer was like, can you print those out for me? And then I will give you, I think she gave me ground cherries.
A trade.
Yeah, a trade.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So I came back and I printed them out, and then she gave me ground cherries. I think she said pick something. I picked the ground cherries. So, yeah, so you can, who knows? There's a land of opportunity at the farmer's market. Now, they do sell other things. Joey had mentioned, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like honey. Sometimes it's like random stuff like soap, bug spray. I don't know.
Bread, meat.
Sometimes they have hot food, like food trucks. So, especially some of these larger farmers markets, we bought a wood spoon at one. So
Crafts.
Yeah. So there's like fun stuff.
And these vendors change all the time. You can go to a farmer's market and there'll be, a couple of vendors, and next week they'll be there, but there'll be 4 or 5 different ones that's selling like this bread or this kind of, a meat or ice cream or whatever. It's not necessarily all, garden focused specifically. It's more community gathering focused.
It very much is. Sometimes they even have music, so it's a good time. It's like a little farmer's market gathering.
And if you are in the position that you don't like a lot of chatter, a lot of ambient noise, you can always put earplugs in. You can still hear, but it really muffles, so you're not feeling overwhelmed, because there's some people that have PTSD.
Or just
overstimulate. Oversensory.
Yeah.
That you can still know what's going on, but it muffles it a little bit.
Absolutely.
Makes a big difference.
So then, yeah, you can also sometimes you can pre-order in bulk, if especially like not necessarily having a box of corn, but maybe you know that you want to can some tomatoes and you're not growing tomatoes, and you can talk to the farmer. I did this. We had a bad tomato crop one year, and I got a bunch of tomatoes, so that's an option.
Ask, because you don't know. You won't get it if you don't ask, and there's a small chance you may not get it at all, but you're not going to get it definitely if you don't get it, if you don't ask. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Yeah. Speaking of
summer is in full swing, and the Japanese beetles are taking every shot they can at your garden and wreaking havoc on it, but you can stop them.
If you're looking to successfully control beetles without damaging the environment, look no further than Beetle Gone from Phylum Bioproducts. Derived from a naturally occurring soil bacteria, Beetle Gone is the only organic solution that successfully controls beetle invaders. Just mix the powder with water and spray on your plants. Once ingested, the targeted pests will stop feeding and die. And since it's an organic BT product, you know it's a great choice to use on your fruits and veggies in addition to your ornamental flowers and trees.
Not only does Beetle Gone work, but the best part about it is safe to be used around beneficial insects such as ladybugs, butterflies, and bees, and has no water toxicity. That's Beetle Gone at beetlegone.com. You can go to their parent website, phylombioproducts.com, to find out all the products they have. That's PHYLLOM, bioproducts.com, but beetlegone.com. Beetlegone.com is the location.